What's going on? How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm here.
It's easy to feel alone
It's been a long day.
when you sit and, quite literally, watch your life's blood flow in and out for hours.
When you're sitting in a chair for 3, 4, 6 hours a day, 3 days a week, you need some kind of hope. And it's real easy to sit in that room and, feel alone.
This has been Scott Burton's routine for nearly all of his 34 years.
They told my parents that I wasn't going to live 2 days, and here I am. They told them that my, kidneys weren't going to last, 2 years, and they lasted till I was 12.
When he had a transplant.
From day one, it never worked well. It was episodes of rejection pretty much constantly. So it was never really a great match. The anti-rejection drugs they're toxic. I mean, they open you up to diabetes, they open you up to cancer. The side effects are almost worse than what they're curing, if you can even use the word curing.
So it was in these hours
A lot of time to think.
when Scott decided to let people like him know how unalone they are. He's a filmmaker with a production company that shot videos in his hometown of Winston-Salem, trying to develop a sense of urgency for the cause.
The sad thing is it's a growing epidemic, and people don't realize. It's the 9th leading cause of death in the United States. It kills more than breast cancer and prostate cancer, but yet you don't hear anything about it.
Hey Scott, how are you today?
Good.
Good to see you again.
Scott has particular issues
And then still doing the Prevacid.
because nearly everyone who would seem to be a good candidate for a transplant match isn't.
He has a lot of antibodies in his blood to the type of kidneys that are around this area. So when they find a kidney that might be a match for him, they test it against his blood, which he has banked. And in most cases, in all the cases so far, he's reacted, so they haven't been able to give him a kidney yet. So he continues to wait.
There's a few times when I thought, oh, let it be over, one way or the other.
The entire family feels the frustration of having no answers.
It's unheard of, almost, that you're on the waiting list this long anyway.
I sit here wanting to write something profound, something that will leave you hanging on every word,
As therapy,
something that people read and then remember who I was.
Scott writes prose and poetry.
My writing is a metaphor for who I am, or was, trapped inside a revolving world that doesn't see.
It was this one that gave him the title to his organization, Forever is Tomorrow, trying to convey that sense of urgency that you feel when you know that any given year could be your last.
I want to be sure when my heart beats no more, I'll still be alive. Through my writing, I want to live forever. And so I went through phases where I was like, all right, I'm not, this day comes, I'm done. Actually, the funny thing is I always said that I would not allow myself to see the day that I spent more of my life on dialysis than off. And that day came this year. It's not done. The story's not over. When I was at my low and putting deadlines on it, me knowing my own mental state, I always had projects open because I knew that if that day came and I had anything unfinished, I wouldn't go through with it. So over the years, I've added more and more that I want to do.
Including his production company, the Forever is Tomorrow organization. All the work of a man who seems to understand how finite life is, but isn't about to give in. Bob Buckley.
I mean, if I have my way, I'm not going anywhere.
Fox 8 News.